long as I can remember, when I realized that there was a movie. Of course, I had to see it, and of course, that's Vash the Stampede, and hold on, Burnt Residence. Robocall. I don't know how they get our number, but anyway, this has Vash the Stampede, who we're all familiar with, and Millie, and I forget the other girl's name. It's not coming to me right now. And of course Wolfwood, and then Gasback in the very, very background. And then there's another character involved named Amelia, and she has an interesting backstory. I just think that the cover is really quite beautiful, and of course it has the film with Vash on it. And then the extras. I'm going to show you the inside cover. I actually like the cover a lot better than the other one. It's just nicer. And I could change it up if I wanted to. I could flip it inside out. I think I would like that better. The movie itself, it takes place in the future, and it's very steampunkish, if that's a word. You've got this notorious robber named Gasback, and he's hated by everybody and feared. Mostly feared rather than hated. And he's got these mechanizations on his arms. It kind of reminds me of Frankie from One Piece. He has steam that comes out of his arms when they open, and they can fire bullets. It's the same kind of concept. So it's got that kind of cyborg steampunk mesh, and it's really quite incredible. And the gunplay is really something amazing as well. That's what made the anime so good, I think, is the gunfights. And it's more than just gunfights in and of itself, but if you like gunfighting, then this is your anime. And the fact that it's Wild West type, it just gives me a kind of nostalgia for the old spaghetti western, and the whole idea of lawlessness. And this future is very lawless in and of itself, and Vash is always getting himself into trouble of some sort. And I thought, yeah, he's still up to his old tricks. He hasn't changed. And it's actually a little bit too short, but I thought it was very satisfactory. I was kind of hoping something would happen with Vash, and it didn't happen the way I wanted it to, so I may be writing another fanfic, and I haven't written a Trigun fanfic in God knows how long. But I really liked the series, and the movie is absolutely sensational. It was really well done. The voice actors were the same voice actors that I remembered, and it had that feeling that I could recall, and just that the good storytelling, and the kind of idea that they wrapped everything up in 90 minutes, just like a normal episode would run. It had that same kind of briskness to it that I really enjoyed, but it was very entertaining, and just the animation is beautiful. And Vash has always been my favorite character, so when something happens to him later on in the movie, I thought, no, I almost cried. And I thought, no, but I'm not going to say anything. But later on they rectified that, thank goodness, because at that point I breathed a huge sigh of relief, and I felt so much better. This actually reminds me of the time that I got to another anime called Eat Man, and I did a crossover between Eat Man and Vash the Stampede. It actually worked really, really well because they're kind of set in a similar kind of background, and they're both very futuristic and steampunk based, so it made it for a really rollicking fanfic, one of the best fanfics I've written, I think. I've written some really good ones, but I think my crowning achievement was a mesh between Wander Over Yonder, Uncle Grandpa, and Steven Universe. That's probably my ultimate favorite. I don't really know what else to say other than I was getting off track there a little bit, but I'm going to read a little bit from the back because it speaks about the synopsis much better than than I could ever do. 20 years ago, an infamous outlaw Gasback was staring down the barrel of betrayal. His gang was ready to do the world a favor by taking him out until Vash the Stampede interrupted the standoff, allowing Gasback to escape and continue his outlaw ways. And actually, that scene in and of itself is worth the movie because it's just hysterical. Cutting the villain loose was a risky gamble, and now, 2 decades later, fate's ready to settle up with Vash on the dusty streets of Maka City. Gasback's crew, including bodyguard for hire, Wolfwood, which is kind of an irony considering he's a man of the cloth, is coming to town to cause big trouble. It's no coincidence that the outpost is Mayor Gasback's traitorous ex-right-hand man. The scorned outlaw isn't the only one looking for vengeance. Amelia, a tough desert rose. I actually love Amelia. She's one of my favorite characters. She just kick butt. She's awesome. Amelia, tough desert rose with a painful past, and actually it's really quite intriguing, wants to punish Gasback for the damage he's done, and it gives a really good reason as to why this is. Everyone involved is about to learn a hard truth about consequences, and Vash the Stampede might end up paying for the lesson with his life. And it talks about the extra features here: the staff and cast, interviews, special talk show, web promotion, promotional video, post recording, theatrical commercial, theatrical trailer, original commercials, a highly awesome story by Something no Shimatsu, movie premiere at Cinema Sunshine Ikeburo, video footage from Anime Expo 2009, talk event at Kawasaki Cinecita. Yep. So I really liked it. I just thought it was cute, and of course the Kuroneko, he's in there too, and I think the Kuroneko was a depiction of the artist himself. I always thought, yeah, because they mentioned that in anime or manga, the artist will always put themselves in the scene, maybe themselves, if they want to be more discreet, as an animal. And Kuroneko is basically the creator, but that's his form in the anime. So when I saw him in just the scene, he's really quick, and I thought, there he is, Kuroneko, and yeah, I'm a nerd, but I just thought, yeah, a lot of Trigun fans would probably know who that was referring to, and they pick him out and have a little bit of fan joy about that. What else can I say about this? Everything in it is just absolutely wonderful, and one of my favorite scenes is when they're talking about Vash the Stampede as a humanoid typhoon, and he's just crouching down on a mountain, and his big long trench coat is flapping in the wind. It's like, and I'm sorry, I just had to imitate that, but it's just probably one of the most epic sorry, this is one of the most epic scenes in the film. That's so cool, and it's just the flow of that, and it's poetry in motion. That's what I love about Trigun, and anime in and of itself, and make a seemingly calm-looking scene just look so vibrant and active and suspenseful, even though there's no action. It's just, something really clever about that, and it's just good storytelling. That's all it is, and I give it 2 thumbs, and think I give it 3.5 stars. Because, like I said, the ending was kind of unsatisfactory for me. Even though they wrapped everything up, I just thought, why couldn't he have had this happen to him? And I thought, oh, well, he's always getting himself into some kind of trouble. So, you know, my fanfic, I think, gives him a satisfactory ending, and even though he still has that price on his head, and he's basically running for his life as an outlaw, it's still within the realm of possibilities, I think, and what would have made a really excellent ending for the series had it happened, but it didn't happen in that way. But I still think that the movie in itself is definitely worth putting on the shelf and watching again and again, just because it's so good and just very fluid and exciting and entertaining and really just phenomenally done. Funimation really does an astronomically good job, I think, and they deserve all the kudos in the world, because I think they put their heart and souls into these characters, and yeah, they have a lot of fun with it, and I would really love to be a voice actress myself because of this, because it's a lot of hard work, yes, but I would definitely love to do this kind of job. I just think it would be the coolest. And also, I would love to just make somebody's day better, and just do a voice for somebody, and make them smile, and that would be just the bee's knees, really. I would just love it. It would be the cat's meow. But maybe someday it will happen. Who knows?